What if freedom isn't politics, just sun on skin? Feel the sun on our shoulders, a warm breeze on bare skin, unhindered. In the rolling hills of Italy, thousands gather to explore this question. They arrive from different cities, and for a few days, they shed not only their clothes, but a layer of expectation. In a world obsessed with image and identity, a quiet rebellion forms against the everyday noise. Laughter drifts, wild rosemary and sea salt scent the air. Here, bodies of all kinds move with easy grace. A grandfather teaches a child to skip stones. No performance, no posturing, just human beings simply being. This is not a sudden impulse, but part of a long, thoughtful tradition. Connection, not exhibition. Nature whispers without judgment. The sun shines equally on every form. The festival day begins with the quiet arrival of the sun. A temporary village stirs, built on trust and simple pleasures. Naturism has deep roots. In late 19th century Germany, Freikörperkultur, the free body culture, took shape. Its early proponents were thinkers, doctors, and artists, seeking balance in an industrial age. They championed sun, air, and water for well-being. Clubs set clear principles: safety, respect, and non-sexual social nudity. It was about health, reform, and a simpler way of being. Over decades, the idea spread and adapted, holding to its core values. Today in Italy, the movement becomes a peaceful community, open, accepting, and close to nature. The land itself participates, softening everything it touches. People are drawn here for quiet, personal reasons, often body liberation. They unlearn shame and anxiety attached to the human form. Young, old, slender, stout, scarred, smooth, each body welcome. Freedom to exist without apology. The joy of swimming without cling, the touch of a summer breeze, physical freedom. For many, it is wellness, sunlight, fresh air, nature immersion. Amid digital lives, days with the elements feel rare, yet deeply restorative. Not escape, but a more grounded way to live. Community is the strongest magnet, belonging through shared vulnerability. Conversations drift to hopes, family, and the simple beauty of the day. Italy blends naturist philosophy with a love of aesthetics and the art of living well. Food, art, and la dolce vita infuse gatherings with warmth and elegance. Workshops might include regional cooking or music beneath a velvet sky, or guided walks celebrating local art and architecture. Italian organizations work with communities to ensure lawful, respectful events. Custodians of beauty, in nature and in the unadorned human form. Today echoes yesterday, a tradition carried gently forward. The landscape frames a culture of openness and care. Small joys, figs, coffee, fresh bread, anchor the experience. Connection becomes a meal shared under soft Italian light. Despite its gentleness, naturism is shrouded in misconceptions. A common myth is sexuality. The reality is normalization and respect. Strict codes of conduct keep the atmosphere welcoming and non-threatening. Events happen in private, designated places with clear boundaries. Another myth: it is only for the young and perfect. A walk dispels that. All ages and stories are celebrated. Safety and consent are paramount to protect privacy and comfort. The goal is not to provoke, but to find peace. Far from a fad, it continues long-standing traditions of nature connection. Understand the motivations: health, community, self-acceptance, and the stereotypes fall away. This small hilltop gathering is part of a larger global tapestry. Naturist communities thrive from Canadian lakes to Australian shores. Cultures add color, but principles align: respect for self, others, and the environment. Stewardship is woven into the culture. Digital media and documentaries help demystify the practice. Stories shared across borders build an informed conversation. As the sun sets, a peaceful closure descends. Memories and calm remain. They leave with renewed ease and quiet confidence. This is the freedom to choose how we see ourselves, how we connect, and where we belong. What would it mean for each of us to find the courage to be more truly and freely ourselves?